your channel that how Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal had been showing the golden promises and false, dreams to everyone, telling about making Delhi into converting into Paris and London and Singapore and whatnot. But look at the result of that. Aam Aadmi Party has made Delhi into the world's largest, most polluted capital. And not to forget about the water condition, drinking water conditions, and the cleaning of Yamuna, where he used to say, कि मैं दिल्ली वालों को
pollution and water is also the responsibility of the MCD. I hate to remind you that, madam, over here. And let me take that question across to the Congress spokesperson who is joining us from New Delhi, Shivam Bhagat. Shivam, you know how we have been seeing the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP locked horns for a close contest for the MCD elections, but the Congress party seems to be lagging far behind. They are right now at almost single digits. Where was the Congress party? Why did the Congress party not put up a fight? We did not see any senior leaders of the Congress party over here during the MCD election campaign. Everybody was busy with the Bharat Jodo Yatra or the internal elections. Was the Congress not serious about the MCD polls?
You know, I would like to say on top of the program that the results are less than satisfactory, clearly. And, I wouldn't like to offer any excuses for that. For that, we need, a lot of introspection and subsequent action, more than introspection now in the Delhi unit. But having said that, I would also like to say that, when you're not in power for a few years, a lot of work that you have been doing goes unhighlighted. It's not highlighted either by the media or, other various means. We have been working continuously since during COVID. The Congress party was the only party which was out on the street. And, we've also had a Congress ki Rasoi, which had, we fed lakhs of people with that. Also, as regards to the liquor policy, we were the first ones to go and complain to the police and about every other issue. And, but the people of Delhi have reposed faith, in the Aam Aadmi Party for the MCD. But I would also like to say with great power comes great responsibility. They have absolutely no room for excuses left anymore. I mean, they've been locked on with the BJP continuously, but they have literally no room for excuses anymore. They have to clean up Delhi. They have to clean up those garbage mountains. They have Delhi, they have Delhi MCD, they have Punjab. And, there's issues.
People of Delhi still remember the kind of governance that Sheila Dikshit gave, the work that that she did for that matter. But the Congress party seems to have not translated that in their favor. Let me take that question across to our other guest who's joining us from Delhi itself, Smita Gupta, who's a senior journalist. Ms. Gupta, when we are asking these questions to the BJP, they say that they have tried to highlight the kind of corruption that the Aam Aadmi Party was seeped into. But they're forgetting the fact that this is not assembly elections. These are civic body polls. And the questions will be asked to the MCD, as to the BJP for that matter, who have held office in the MCD for 3 consecutive occasions, 3 consecutive terms. And they have not been able to really win the hearts of the people of Delhi with the work that they have done. That's the reason why perhaps they have voted for change. The kind of numbers that the Aam Aadmi Party is right now looking at is 129 for the Aam Aadmi Party is leading against the BJP, who stands at 107, while the Congress stands at 10. How do you see the performance of the Aam Aadmi Party against the BJPs?
Well, I had thought that after 15 years of the BJP, and not a very satisfactory performance in the MCD, that the gap would be much larger, closer to what the exit polls had suggested. But yes, let us wait for the final result. The Aam Aadmi Party has crossed that halfway mark. I mean, in terms of trends, not in terms of seats. But clearly, we are seeing in election after election, whether they're MCD, whether they're assembly, that governance is not as much of an issue as it should be. Because as you just highlighted, there are these mountains of garbage, and it's no point blaming the Aam Aadmi Party alone for the fact that Delhi is the most polluted capital in the world, perhaps today. The central government surely also has a role, in controlling pollution, which is causing so much harm to people. I mean, there are citizens who suffer from lung issues. They are many of them are having to be hospitalized. It's in a critical condition. And the MCD also has not covered itself in glory. It's had 3 consecutive terms. So, but the AAP right now seems to be ahead, but the gap is not as much as had been expected.
Well, absolutely, ma'am. I agree with you, and I will take that question back to Ms. Pooja Suri. You know, Ms. Suri, often the BJP goes on with their double-engine Sarkar narrative, but there was BJP at the center.